what's going on, guys? It's your friend Gare Bear here with another pickups video for you this week. And this week there's not a whole heck of a lot of stuff to show. I did get some really cool items that I'm really excited to show you guys. But I didn't go garage sailing today, so there's not going to be as much as there usually is. And it was a pretty slow week for the most part. I got up this morning and I had a crazy last week. I was just so burnt out with that. With the lack of things that I've been picking up garage sailing here the last several weeks. I'm just really burned out. I just wanted to sleep in today, just kind of relax and hang out with my kids. So garage sailing may be done for the season this year for me. I'm not really sure. We'll kind of see what the weather's like next week. But it was really cold today. I think when we got up this morning, it was like 35 degrees. It was really cold for here, especially this time of year. And like earlier this week, around Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it was like 90, 92 degrees. So it's just kind of been erratic all over the place. But before I start with everything, guys, I do want to take this time to apologize. I know I promised I was going to do, my 500 subscriber contest announcement last weekend, which I planned on doing. We ended up having a family situation come up, so we had to take off for that. So I didn't get to do it last weekend. And then I was going to try to do it this last week. But, with my school things, I had clinicals, I had tests, I had so much stuff going on this week. We had tornadoes this week. It's been a crazy week. So I apologize for that. But as soon as I get done filming for this video, we're going to do the announcement. We'll get that taken care of so I can get the prizes sent out and all that good stuff. So again, I apologize for that, guys, but I will get that taken care of today, I promise. So like I said, everything I'm going to show you guys this week, it's just going to be pawn shop stuff, eBay, thrift stores, and stuff like that. But like I said, I did get some pretty cool items. So without further ado, we'll get started and I'll show you what I got. Okay, so this first little stack of games here, I went to the pawn shop and they got a pretty decent little stack of games in the last week. So I grabbed some things, and nothing spectacular at all, just stuff I didn't have. There's a couple in here that I was really wanting to pick up. So the first one here is Little Big Planet 2, which I've still not played this game or any of this series yet. I really want to. The main character is freaking adorable, and I hear a lot of good things. So grab that. This game, I only picked it up because it's a Square Enix title, and the cover looked pretty cool, so I figured why not. The Last Remnant. Like I said, I've never played it. I really don't know much about it, so if any of you guys are familiar with this, let me know if it's any good. I'd appreciate it. Next up here, Shadow Man 2 Second Coming. That sounds dirty. Next up, like I said before, guys, I'm with my Xbox collection because I'm not so crazy about it. I'm just to the point where I'm only going to collect Xbox exclusive games, especially and if they're complete in good shape and things like that. So that's why I grabbed these. So next up is Outlaw Volleyball. And this one says it's a Blockbuster exclusive, which made me kind of more curious to get it. So, I don't know. I highly doubt it's worth anything, but I figured why not. Next up is Amped 2. And then a couple PS2 games I didn't have. They were complete in really good shape. Outlaw Golf 2, which is actually a very fun golf game. I'm not a big sports enthusiast at all, especially golf. But we had a lot of fun playing this, so I highly recommend that game. And next up is Family Guy, the video game. I don't know if I'll ever play it, but it's Family Guy. You can't go wrong there. So for this stack of games here, I thought it was a pretty decent deal. I got all these for 30 bucks. Okay, so this next stack of stuff here, this I picked up when I was in Jefferson City. We were doing our clinicals up there. It's about 30 miles from here. If you guys remember a couple weeks ago, that's where I picked up my Green N64, that Sega Genesis box, and some pretty cool random items. So I stopped by that pawn shop again to see if he had anything new. Nothing really too spectacular, but I grabbed a few things I needed. So first up, some PS2 games I didn't have. Tom and Jerry, War of the Whiskers. Next up, this looked really cool. I love these compilation discs. They're always really cool to get. Taito Legends. And then I grabbed, let's see, there's one more PS2 game, Minority Report. And then I picked up a couple of GameCube games I didn't have, so I'm always really glad to get these. Neither were complete, but they were cheap enough, I didn't really care. First up is Marvel Nemesis, Rise of the Imperfects. Looks really kind of interesting. I don't know if it's any good, but... and the next one is Conflict Desert Storm. And then I picked up a couple South Park seasons. These are always really cool to get. I'm trying to recollect all the seasons. And these two, I think, are my favorite seasons out of all of them, except for 8, which I already have. South Park Season 3. I absolutely love this one. It's got the Chinpoco, I think is what it's called, Chin Pokemon. It's where they kind of, poke fun at Pokemon, but it's got that episode. So much fun. I really like the season.
No kidding, you can't have these chicken tenders because they are mine and I keep mine to myself.
And this one, I'm sure you guys have probably seen this, Season 8. I think it's like the very first episode where they do the anime style.
Hey, hey, let's go,
It's absolutely hysterical. It's one of my all-time favorite episodes. It's also got the Christmas special with the Satan Blood Orgy, so this is just a fantastic season. I was really, really happy to get it.
Hail Satan!
And again, this stack here was $30, which I was more than happy to do. Alright, next little stack of things here. I went to Hastings. I don't know if that's a chain that's all over the US or if that's local in the Midwest. I'm not really sure. But anyway, Hastings is just kind of a really cool store. They sell music, they sell movies, they sell toys, backpacks, hats, shirts, all kinds of crazy stuff. And it's the biggest one I've ever been to. I'd never been there before, so I had a freaking heyday. I could have spent hours in there, but you know, I was trying to get home to study and all that stuff. So anyway, I picked up some UCDs. They sell them for really cheap. So I was really happy to get these. I probably could have spent a lot more money, but I had to put some back. So first up, really, really awesome album here, Fear Factory, The Industrialist. Very, very awesome. This is one of their best albums in my opinion. Really good, really, really good listen. This one I've been jonesing for a while. It's one of my favorite albums by these guys, but it's Incubus Science. Really, really good. I mean, this is kind of back in their experimental days, I think. You know, they're a little bit heavier. Really, really good. It's, like I said, it's one of my favorite albums of theirs. This one, I remember it being really good. Lifehouse, their first album. You know, it's got the song, I always forget, Hanging by a Moment, which was really, really big in the early 2000s. I absolutely loved it. And I remember the CD being really kick-ass. I listened to it on the way home. It's, you know, it's good, but it's just kind of really mellow music. It just kind of chills you out and bums you out, which usually when I'm driving, that's not what I'm wanting to do, but still a good album. Next up, this is a band I think everybody who's even remotely into metal should listen to. They are absolutely fantastic. Periphery, it's their second album. I always forget what it's called. Anyway, very, very kick-ass band. They have a great... The singer has a great vocal dynamic ability. He's just utterly fantastic. Really, really good CD. This is, you know, any metalhead fan should, you know, be into these guys. Pantera, one of my all-time favorite bands. They used to be my absolute favorite for the longest time. I think I just got burned out on them because I listened to them every day for months and months. Really good CD. If I remember correctly, this was their last one. There may be one more after this, I can't remember. But definitely one of their heaviest. Really, really good stuff. And then the last one I picked up here, this is some early 2000s kind of new metal music, but a very, very good CD. I highly recommend it. Flaw, I think it's called Through the Eyes. Really, really good CD. I used to love this back in the day when it first came out. So, yeah, really happy with this. I've been, you know, kind of cycling through these all week. Yeah, very happy with this purchase. I think I spent like $40 on these, but more than happy to do it. Alright, so next up here, this is a little, you know, a decent little lot of stuff I got for really cheap. I got this from the Salvation Army, which 9 times out of 10 when I go there, I never find anything. The one here in our town, it's just really crappy, really podunk, and they never have gaming stuff there. So I don't know, I'm trying to make it a point to go there at least once a week just to see, because you never know. And they actually had some gaming stuff, which I was really impressed with. So I found a really cool strategy guide for Tomb Raider 2, which if I had bought this when I was, you know, 14, this probably would have been used for other purposes than getting through the game. But yeah. Anyway, this was only 50 cents. I had to get it. You know, I love these old strategy guides. They're really cool. And then I got a couple games. Nothing too spectacular, but stuff I didn't have. So first up, this one actually looks really interesting. It's called Orphan Scion of Sorcery. It's just got an anime style to it. It looks really cool. I don't know anything about it, but I think that was $1. Next up is Jammer Lammy. It looks kind of like the style of Parappa the Rapper. I imagine it's probably the same people that did it. This was $2. Looked kind of interesting. That's why I picked it. Well, and it was all they had, really. And then the last game here that they had, Cyber Tiger. Like I said, I'm not a big sports person. I'm not a big golf person at all, but this was only marked $1, so I really couldn't pass it up. Alright, so before we move on, guys, I do want to give a couple more shout-outs this week. I'm really horrible about that. I forget, like, almost every time. I forgot to do it last week. So this week, there's a couple channels I want to do. Again, these channels are both, you know, relatively new. They're still kind of growing. They don't have a lot of subscribers quite yet, but they're getting there. And I really enjoy their channels. So the first one is going to be BC Retro Gamer. Really, really great guy. I've kind of learned, you know, I kind of met him through other Canadian channels. He's obviously a Canadian as well. Like I said, really great guy. He's really nice. He always comments on my videos. He always replies back in his videos. And he's got a pretty great collection as well. He's got some pretty impressive items. He's got like a Sega CDX, a Famicom, some other really cool things. So definitely check him out. And the other one, I cracked up the first time I saw it because I thought his name was really clever. It's called the Loch Ness Monster. It's, like I said, it's pretty clever. I thought it was funny. Again, a really great guy. I've been watching his videos here for the last week or so. I really enjoy his pickup videos. He's very articulate. You know, he gets some great items as well. So yeah, two very great channels. If you guys would, definitely show them support, help them grow a little bit. You know, watch some of their videos. If you enjoy them as much as I do, definitely subscribe to them. They're both really great guys. Alright, next up we are on to the Amazon purchases. Let's see, the first item here, and these are just Blu-ray sets. The first one here is Coriolanus. I haven't seen it. It looks really interesting. It got a decent enough score. The reason I picked it up, it was only $4. Whenever Amazon goes out of stock on movies, they get really, really cheap. Like, you can get them for, you know, $3, $4, $5. So pick that up. It took a couple weeks, but they finally got it back in stock and got it. This one, I pre-ordered, and I was really on the fence about it because, you know, I heard the movie wasn't fantastic, and it's kind of a pricey purchase. But it looked really cool, and I had planned on canceling it, but I completely forgot about it. It showed up, and I figured, what the hell, I'll just keep it. But this is the Transformers Age of Extinction Blu-ray set that comes with the statue that's got Optimus Prime on this. I guess it's a dinosaur. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know what it is. But the reviews on it are really good on the actual statue itself. I've heard it's really well done. It's, you know, pretty good material. So everybody that bought it said it's worth the price. I think I paid $80 for it. So basically, it was like a $60 statue, which, you know, I've been spending so much money lately. That's why I was apprehensive about this. But yeah, I haven't opened it yet. I may do an unboxing on this. I keep saying I'm going to do unboxings and stuff, and I never get to it. I'm really bad about that. But if you guys have any interest in me doing that, let me know. That'll kind of motivate me to do it. So, yeah, you know, we'll kind of see. I'll let you guys know what I think about it if I don't do that. Okay, so on to the last items that I picked up this week. The rest of the stuff is the stuff I picked up on eBay. The reason I spent so much time on eBay this week was because I was in class a lot, I was in clinicals a lot, and there's a lot of downtime. So instead of studying like I should have, I was on my phone screwing around on my computer looking at eBay. And I found some really great things for some pretty great prices. So, you know, I spent way much more than I should have, but I got some killer deals. That's the only reason I went with these. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought them, obviously. So, first little item here. I got this for $8 shipped, which I thought was a pretty good deal. It's Willow, complete in the box. The box, you know, it's got some wear on it, but that's to be expected. It's in still pretty good shape. I'm still really happy to get it. I, honest to God, didn't even know they made a Willow game. That was news to me when I saw it. And I loved the movie when I was a kid. I need to watch it again. So, you know, like I said, if I can get a boxed NES game for under $10, I'm usually, you know, pretty willing to do that. So, that was cool to get. This next one that I got, I was really happy to get. I did not expect it to get it for as cheap as I got it for. Apparently just, I don't know, people who were watching it maybe just missed it. But it's The Adventures of Batman and Robin on the Sega CD. It's real. I just absolutely love the animated series. I love the cover, because I just love this iteration of the Joker. It's so awesome. And, you know, I'm trying to get all the Batman games that there are, so this was really great to get. I think I got it for like $9.99 with free shipping, so I thought that was a really good deal. Really happy to get that. Alright, so this next little lot that I got here, this I got, again, for really, really cheap, I thought, and it was a pretty good deal for me. I'm trying to get a complete long box collection for the PlayStation 1. I don't know what it is. I just love long boxes, whether it's PlayStation 1, Sega CD, Sega Saturn. I just love the look of them. They're really cool to me. So, yeah, I got this lot for $10 with free shipping. Nobody else bid on it, so I figured why not. The only thing was, they don't come with the games or the manuals. It's just the boxes, but that's okay. I can probably... None of these are rare or expensive, so they should be easy to complete. But first up here is Wipeout. And this actually... I didn't notice this. This is actually a Japanese box, which makes it way cooler to me, so... yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that. There's some katakana there. So yeah, that's really cool. That actually makes me happy. So there's that. Philosoma. Never heard of this one. But there's that. This one I already had, unfortunately, but it was the only one that I had. Crazy Ivan. I think a lot of people own this game. NHL Face Off. A-Train, another game that I've never heard of, but it's the bestseller in Japan, so, I mean, you have to own this. And then finally, Destruction Derby, which... Oh, that's just nice. Yeah, so Destruction Derby there. I've heard of this game, never played it though, but I've heard it's kind of fun. So anyway, yeah, like I said, I thought that was a pretty good deal, $10. to add more to my, growing collection of long boxes. The ones that I'm really trying to get right now are Doom and the first Resident Evil. So if any of you guys have a copy of either one of those and you would be willing to trade, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to set something up with you. Okay, so next are a couple of games that I picked up for I thought was really great prices. These are usually pretty pricey, especially to get them complete. But like I said, they had it at the buy it now price for very, very low in my opinion. So I had to jump on it. So the first one I picked up was Tales of Destiny. It doesn't have the manual, unfortunately, but I got this for like $50 with free shipping, so there was no way I was going to pass this up. I've already actually got the disc for this, so my mentality was I'll just sell off the disc, try to make most of that money back, if not all of it. So it's basically like a free upgrade to get the case. Eventually I'll come across a manual, it's not a big deal. The reason why I want this so badly, I'm going to go into a little story mode here. I first came across this game back when I was like 13 years old. It was right after I started playing Final Fantasy VII, so this is when I was getting into RPGs. And there was a game magazine, every time I say that it sounds like I say gay magazine.
It's raining men!
A game magazine, and it had a little article, or it was like a little advertisement for this, that showed, I think his name's Stan or Stan, I'm not really sure how you say it, but it had him on there, and it says this is what you got into RPGs for, or something like that. And it looked so incredibly awesome. It has him, it's got, his sword, it's got some screenshots of the game. I wanted it so freaking bad. Like, I knew right away I had to have it. And this is back before the internet was really, common in households. So I couldn't go online to order it. I didn't know what I was getting. So I went through the system where back in those days, you send either a money order or a certified check to the company, and then they just send it to you. It usually takes like 2 or 3 weeks. It's the longest wait for a kid when you're that age. So I finally get it. It's only the disc, which really, really sucked. But I've had that disc since I was 13 years old. Out of every game, out of everything in this room, that's the only thing that I've held on to since I was a kid, or a teenager, really. I've got some other things that I've had since I was in high school, but that one, for whatever reason, just really meant a lot to me. And I've really hung on to it for over the years. So it has a really deep sentimental value for me for some reason. So I'm going to keep the original disc and sell the one that's in here off. So like I said, try to, get my money back on that. But yeah, sorry about the spiel on that. I just wanted to let you guys know why this is so special to me. And then next up, this I came across the very next day. It's Tales of Destiny 2, which is, I'm sure you guys know, this is a pretty pricey game too. I think it's actually worth more than the original one. But somebody put it for a buy it now price of, I think it was $70. I offered $50, he countered with $60, and I took it. That saved me like 40 or 50 bucks. The case, I don't know if you guys can see it, it's got some cracks in it. I don't care, I can always replace that for really cheap or free. I've got some extras. But it's complete, the discs are immaculate, the manual's immaculate, so very, very, very happy to get this. I absolutely love the Tales series, I'm trying to get all the games for that, so yeah, really, really happy about these. I kind of did a jig when I got them in the mail, so yeah, really happy about that. Okay, so on to the last item here. This was also an eBay purchase. So the last thing that I have here, something I'm really happy to get, it's a Sega CD box. I've been wanting this for a very long time. As you guys know, I've been on a kick for Sega stuff lately, especially Sega CD. And every once in a while I go back and look at CJR's video, his game room tour, just to kind of look at what he has and stuff like that, just because he's got, obviously one of the most impressive ones out there. And I always see this in the video, it always taunts me, and I get so jealous. I wanted it so bad. So anyway, I was on eBay one day looking for Sega CD stuff. I saw this on there, it was ending like within 20 minutes, and it was only like 20 bucks. So I said if I could get it for under $40 shipped, I was going to jump on it, It was in really good shape. Unfortunately there's no inserts, none of the packaging inside, but the box is really nice. And I ended up getting it for $35, shipped altogether. So I was pretty happy with that. That's probably one of the most amounts of money I would spend on a box. But I couldn't pass it up for that. And it's just, I don't know what it is. It's just really cool. I absolutely love the look of it. I love the Sega CD. I'm getting really hooked on it here lately. So, and it's just crazy. I saw the sticker on here, if you guys can see that. $229 when this was new. That just blows me away. And I, honest to God, when I was a kid, I didn't know one single person that owned the Sega CD. You know, a lot of us owned the Sega Genesis systems, but nobody owned the Sega CD. Absolutely nobody owned a 32X. So it kills me their mentality, what they were trying to do at the time. Anyway, yeah, really cool item. I'm really happy to get this. I gotta find room for it, but it's gonna look great up on display. I'm really excited. Okay, guys, so that's everything that I got this week. I was really hoping. I did another trade with my friend Chris Morelli. We did a really fantastic trade. We've been working on it for like several weeks here, so there's a lot of stuff in there. I was hoping to get here by today so I could show you guys everything, but unfortunately it didn't, so I'll have to save that for the next video. And that kind of reminds me, excuse me, being that it's kind of the end of the season, you know, with garage sales and things like that, I may not be doing videos every single week after this point. It just depends how much stuff I have. You know, I don't know. I may do pickup videos where it's only like 5 or 10 minutes just to show you the couple things that I got. But I'll let you guys kind of decide what you think would be better. You know, if you guys would like to still see consistent videos every week, no matter how short or long they are, or if you prefer I wait, you know, a couple weeks to where I have a good amount of things to show you guys, I'd really like to get your feedback on that. So let me know. I'd really appreciate that. You know, I know it's my channel and I can do whatever I want, but I'm trying to make you guys happy as well. You know, I don't want you guys to forget about me, but I don't want to, you know, overwhelm you every week. So let me know what you think. I would appreciate that. But other than that, guys, like I said, that's everything that I got this week. So I'll get this video, I'll get this wrapped up, get this posted, and everything like that. And then here in a couple minutes, we're gonna do the 500 subscriber contest video. So definitely stay tuned for that. I'm really excited to get that announced and get those items shipped out. So thank you guys so very much as always. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Take care.